Well, it is a showdown between the governor and the legislature. At issue, who will control the office of the child safety watchdog?
Now, the governor wants control, but as Call 7 investigator John Ferrugia reports, the legislature says that's not a good idea.
These are some of the faces of 14 children whose deaths could have been prevented if not for systematic failures by the human services system uncovered by a Call 7 investigation in 2008. This conclusion by the Colorado Department of Human Services resulted in a Child Welfare Action Committee that recommended sweeping changes in the state child welfare system.
The Ombudsman Office was actually one of the recommendations from that committee. State
Senate Democrat Linda Newell has been the driving force behind making that office, established in 2010, able to investigate state and county agency policies, procedures, and failures to ensure child safety. Along with Republican Assistant Majority Leader Kevin Lundberg, there is now an effort to move the state child welfare ombudsman to the auditor's office, where it would operate independent of the State Department of Human Services, which now controls it.
The only opposition are those being monitored.
That's right. The governor and his Human Services Department, CDHS, and county agencies subject to the ombudsman's investigations are fighting to keep the office under the governor. His proposal?
We'd like to move the office of the ombudsman over to public health and the environment, because they have the statutory authority to investigate children's deaths already.
The office would be overseen by a board he would appoint.
The governor appoints the board. That's not independence.
Both Lundberg and Newell say that isn't acceptable because it is CDHS that will be advising the governor on both board members and who will be the ombudsman.
Remember, this is happening because children have died within the system and there was no proper oversight. The media, you brought it forth. It wasn't within the system, it was outside, but we need that, ability for that to happen on an ongoing basis. We can't just rely on somebody to figure it out because of a news report.
And now, with new errors and lack of oversight uncovered by our current investigation, they say it's time to move quickly.
Background checks aren't being made. There are just a lot of balls being dropped, and it's quite obvious that more needs to be done for accountability.
The bill passed by the Senate will be considered by the Democrat-controlled House next week, where it has considerable bipartisan support. The question is, will the governor be able to use his political clout to keep House members in his own party in line to kill or to alter the bill he opposes? I'm Call 7 investigator John Ferrugia.